The company responsible for toxic PFAS chemicals being a part of our everyday lives has agreed to a massive settlement with cities and municipalities to give those folks relief. Full disclosure, that was my settlement. $12.5 billion. Me and 3 other law firms negotiated that. But you know, Farron, I started with this case 7 years ago. Actually, you were following this case back then.
Yeah, it is quite remarkable, especially to see this settlement happen. And you've been at the forefront. I can't stress that enough to people to really understand this. This is an issue that has enveloped your life for a decade now. Every day, this is something you have worked on. I've seen you. I've watched you. We've discussed it. And these chemicals, as we've said 100 times on this program, they're everywhere. And we're just now starting to see a little bit of justice with this. So, you know, since you've got the knowledge of all of this,
I'm glad talking.
lay this
well,
out.
I started with this case, me and Gary Douglas, a New York lawyer and a law firm up there that we do a lot of work with. We did the opioids with, and we launched the opioids case too. People don't realize that because we don't talk about it much. Right. I mean, the opioids case ended up settling for $42 billion. Now, first of all, everybody says, well, Pat, my God, you're making all this money. Well, you know, we don't keep $42 billion, and I don't keep $12.5 billion that we settled the PFAS case with. But what we do is we're able to do what government failed to do, okay? We're able to do what media failed to do. The best part, to me, the most disgusting story of the whole PFAS, the $12.5 billion settlement that I just settled, is that the corporate media wouldn't tell the story, you see, because so much advertising dollars was going into MSNBC, CNN, CBS, ABC. They refused to tell the story. As a matter of fact, one time I was actually on the air getting ready to tell the story. It was with Ed Schultz. And the story was stopped. It was stopped. You can't tell this story. And so had we not worked at this for 6 years, 7 years, none of this would happen. We'd still have PFAS in the drinking water. We can clean it up a lot. It's in the environment for 1 million years. So the problem is this: if you have a river and you have PFAS that's moved into the river, even if you scrape the soil down to try to get rid of some of it, it still recharges itself. So because of that, there has to be really, really good filtering system at the drinking water source. So this allows the municipalities and some of these folks, and by the way, this is, the projection is that this could be as many as $30 billion worth of a problem, but we've made the first step. Yeah. I started with DuPont, and I guess 4 weeks ago, settled for $1.4 billion. And then 3M came in and they came to the table. They said, well, we got to fix it after a lot of years, us beating the hell out of them. And so anyway, we're making progress. And that's what corporations should do. You know, a responsible corporation says, look, we got this problem. It's not going to go away. We made some bad mistakes. The people making these decisions for them now, they're not the people who made the decision to put this in the environment.
See, that's a great point. I was actually just about to bring that up, because the people who did this, the people who actually said, yeah, go ahead, dump it out there, they've been gone from the company for decades, some of them. Many of them died years ago because these decisions were made, the 50s and the 60s. But the people there now are the ones who have to pay the price. And that's actually the CEO mentality across corporate America today.
And the CEO of this company right now, he's very responsible. I mean, these folks that are running the show now, there's no way on earth that they would have made the decisions that were made 50 years ago. No, there's no way on earth they would have done that. But it's like a musical chairs. Now they're moving around and it's caught them. And so now they have to figure out how to get out of it. So really a tribute to them for saying, good on you. You see that there's a way to do this. Let's get it done. Facebook has made the decisions to stop allowing news articles to be posted on their platform in Canada after they were told that they would have to start paying. The efforts to force Facebook to pay outlets is being driven completely, utterly by corporate media outlets who know they want to freeze out independent voices. This is all about big media putting a lot of money into this effort to try to freeze out, well, people like us.
Yeah.
You know, make them disappear, right?
Exactly. And I hate when I see people online, I spend too much time online, but they say, oh, no, Facebook should be paying these organizations for sharing their story. And no, I mean, actually, most of these organizations, certainly they'd love the money, but they also agree that, no, listen, we're using this as an outlet. We have ads on our site. We have all these things. So as long as it gets shared on the network, we're going to get our money. But if you take that platform away, we die. And they know, especially now that it's happening in Canada, because they've passed this stupid law, that's going to happen to independent media all across Canada.
The boneheads in California are doing the same thing.
Yeah,
okay,
and that's bad.
They
That's
don't.
horrible.
It's like they don't get it. They don't even know the person running this was completely tied to corporate media in California, and it's just right there. Corporate media is putting in all this money, hoping that they can chill independent sources where they're the only vision, they're the only message. And then you have to watch stupid TV. You got to watch cable TV to hear this inane nonsense about what's going on in the world. This is all driven by corporate media. For a progressive not to have enough sense to see through that, well, I don't know, it surprises me, but it bothers me.
Well, see, because corporate media wins either way. If they agree to pay, then hey, great, corporate media gets more money. If they say, well, we're not going to pay and we're going to stop article sharing, corporate media wins because independent media dies because they live on social media. If people are not sharing their articles, they don't exist anymore.
Yeah.
So it is.
They make it sound like it's protecting journalism. It's protecting profits for big corporations. That's all it's doing. And it's a train wreck, to tell you the truth.